Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where we will explore how wars affected art history. Wars have had a profound impact on art throughout history, and we will see how this impact has been reflected in the works of various artists. During World War I, the traditional art forms that were popular before the war, such as Romanticism and Impressionism, were no longer adequate in expressing the horrors of the conflict. Instead, artists turned to more modernist and avant-garde styles, such as Cubism, Futurism, and Expressionism, to convey the chaos and destruction of the war. Otto Dix's series of prints, titled Der Krieg, The War, depicted the grotesque realities of trench warfare, while George Gross's The Funeral showed the death and destruction caused by the war. These works, and others like them, demonstrated a shift in the role of art, from a source of beauty and escapism to a tool for social commentary and protest. Moving on to World War II, we see a different impact on art. With the rise of fascism and the persecution of artists, many fled their homes and were unable to continue their work. Those who remained, like Picasso, created works that focused on themes of resistance, survival, and hope. Picasso's Guernica, painted in 1937, depicts the bombing of a Spanish town during the Spanish Civil War. The painting is a powerful critique of the horrors of war and a call for peace. The Vietnam War had a significant impact on American art. Many artists, including Robert Rauschenberg and Jasper Johns, incorporated found objects and mixed media in their work to reflect the chaotic nature of the war and its aftermath. Rauschenberg's Monogram, for example, incorporates a stuffed goat and a tire, challenging traditional notions of beauty and order. These works reflected the social and political turmoil of the time and demonstrated the power of art to critique and challenge the status quo. Finally, more recent wars, such as those in Iraq and Afghanistan, have led to a rise in political art. Artists have used their work to critique and challenge government policies and to raise awareness of the human cost of war. For example, the Iraqi artist Wafa Bilal's installation Domestic Tension featured a small room where he lived for a month while viewers watched him through a webcam. The piece challenged viewers to consider the experiences of those living in war-torn countries and the impact of war on individuals and families. Sure, here are 10 very famous works of art from the war periods in the world. Guernica, by Pablo Picasso, 1937. This powerful anti-war painting depicts the bombing of the Spanish town of Guernica during the Spanish Civil War. The 3rd of May, 1808, by Francisco Goya, 1814. This painting portrays the execution of Spanish civilians by French soldiers during the Peninsular War. Der Krieg, by Otto Dix, 1924. This series of prints depicts the horrors of World War I and the physical and psychological toll it took on soldiers and civilians. The Raft of the Medusa, by Theodore Géricault, 1818-19. This painting portrays the aftermath of a shipwreck in which survivors were forced to resort to cannibalism to survive. The Scream, by Edvard Munch, 1893. While not directly about war, this painting is often associated with the anxiety and uncertainty of the modern world, which was exacerbated by the outbreak of World War I. Vietnam Veterans Memorial, by Maya Lin, 1982. This monument in Washington, D.C., honors the soldiers who fought and died in the Vietnam War. The Triumph of Death, by Peter Bruegel the Elder, 1562. This painting depicts the horrors of war and the inevitability of death. The Four Freedoms, by Norman Rockwell, 1943. This series of paintings, commissioned by the U.S. government during World War II, depicts the freedoms that Americans were fighting for: freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. Mother and Child, by Kathy Kollwitz, 1915. This sculpture depicts a mother mourning the death of her son, who was killed in World War I. Weeping Woman, by Pablo Picasso, 1937. This painting is part of a series of works inspired by the bombing of Guernica and depicts a woman grieving the loss of her child. In conclusion, wars have had a profound impact on art history. They have inspired artists to create works that reflect the realities of war, while also serving as a powerful tool for political and social commentary. The legacy of these works continues to influence artists today, reminding us of the enduring power of art to address the most pressing issues of our time.